Namaste, friends. Climate degradation is real, here, and now. The financial world is abuzz with the coming challenges and the opportunities due to climate degradation, also called climate change. Studies after studies have shown beyond doubt how climate change is impacting our lives and the way we conduct our businesses. Climate change, if not addressed, will destroy whole nations and myriad cultures. This will lead to social upheavals and global economic ruin to many populations. When such disasters strike, it is not good for business and their investors. There is either a cost to bear today or a price to pay in the future. Investors either write off such investments or learn to manage them and reap rich dividends. Climate related financial risk or climate risk has long been neglected as a long term risk that can be either avoided or managed cheaply, but not any longer. There is a global consensus among central bankers, financial regulators, international standards bodies, bankers, and investors that climate risk is now a systemic risk. It is not a long term risk anymore. Climate risk is here and now and must be managed everywhere and now. But what is climate risk? How do we manage climate risk? How is it measured? Whom does it impact the most? Who benefits from it? How can banks and investors measure, monitor, model, and manage climate risk? How can banks and investors assist their borrowers, their investees, in proper measurement and management of the impact of climate risk on their businesses? How are climate disclosures, climate accounting, and reporting standards implemented? At Climate Risk and Finance Council, we aim to answer such questions and ask even more fundamental ones. Taking the seriousness of the challenges posed by climate change, Task Force for Climate-Related Financial Disclosure (TCFD) and Sustainability Accounting Standards Board (SASB) have taken steps to create climate-related disclosing and accounting standards. The CRF Council shares their beliefs that with better disclosure and better accounting, finance will be allocated efficiently and sustainably to facilitate the transition to a low-carbon net zero economy. The core philosophy of Climate Risk and Finance Council is that management of climate risk leads to sustainable allocation of climate finance, rewarding nature-friendly businesses, and delivering climate justice. The logo of Climate Risk and Finance Council symbolizes this core, anchored in an ancient Indian cultural story about Varaha, an avatar of Vishnu in the form of the wild boar, lifting a drowning goddess Earth on his tusks and restoring Earth to her rightful place in the universe. The three stripes at the top symbolize financial institutions that play the most influential role in the affairs of man. Its green color is the hope that these will play an environment-friendly role. Climate Risk and Finance Council is a not-for-profit organization registered in the United States of America. The CRF Council's brain trust comes from a diverse background of finance, academia, sustainability businesses, and regulators. The council comprises of two boards, the Board of Directors and the Advisory Board. The Board of Directors is led and convened by Srinivasa Rela Rao, a practitioner in risk and data management with several banks in India and in the USA. He is joined by Dr. Naresh Kumar, Professor and Principal Scientist at Indian Agricultural Research Institute, Shashikala Ramachandra, formerly Chief Risk Officer at an Indian PSU bank, Shailendra Singh from the sustainability industry and a thought leader in circular economy and plastic waste management, Professor Satchidananda Sagola, founder CEO, Srichad Blockchain, Siddharth A.S. from renewable energy and sustainability industries. The advisory board comprises Kannan Venkata, formerly Chief and Managing Director of a PSU bank in India. He is joined by an experienced team of scientists, risk managers, financial software solutions developers, bankers, and ex-central bankers, such as Dr. B.M.K. Raju, William Raju Vardhanapu, Narendra Singhal, Ramesh Kundapura, Ravi Kalindala, Rajamani Kannan, Dr. Ashok Kumar, Satish Edara, Jay Panchal, Jayashree Vispute, Anupama Mullapudi, K.V. Subhash, supported by a group of young, talented, and upcoming professionals from the industry. Climate risk is an evolving field in financial risk management. Regulators, international standards boards, reinsurers, bankers, and private investors are striving to understand it. Several organizations are developing methods to measure, model, monitor, and manage climate risk. Implementing these climate accounting and reporting standards could be an industry-wide norm. Bankers and investors will need assistance in implementing these new standards to manage climate risk. This is where the Climate Risk and Finance Council steps in. The CRF Council will be a knowledge exchange on all things related to climate risk and its management. We study various literature, think, compile, and develop simplified tools to implement such standards with banks and investors. We believe our efforts will assist banks and investors to perceive climate risk from their point of view, simplify climate risk standards so that the industry finds it easier to implement it in their organizations. The eventual objective is to deliver climate justice through managing climate risk and sustainable allocation of climate finance. It will be our endeavor to sensitize every player in the financial industry to strive towards these sustainable development goals. The webinar series, planned from 26 February 2022, will explore these topics in climate risk. We shall look at climate risk specifically in connection with finance and banking industry. We will introduce and simplify the many accounting and reporting standards, describe the tools available, and mention the challenges the industry faces in measuring, modeling, monitoring, and managing climate risk. We will highlight to you how to identify climate risk and opportunities, implement global standards, and eventually manage climate risk. If you are a practitioner from the banking, insurance, or the investor communities, this webinar series is for you. To attend this webinar series, please register at this link at crfcouncil.org/upcoming. We also encourage you to become members of the Council to access special sessions and research publications. You can also follow us at these various links below. To know more about us, please visit us at crfcouncil.org. Thank you so much.